Hello, and welcome to May. We are in Taurus season, guys. I'm very familiar with this season, let's just say that. And with this season brings the themes of perseverance, hard work, and stability, but also enjoying things in life. Such is a double-sided coin that is the Taurus. And with May, we've got our new guests, our options. We've got the Lapis Lazuli with the Folklore Tarot. We've got the Carribean-Calcite with the Accurate AF Tarot. We've got the Golden Rutilated Quartz with the Everyday Tarot. And we've got the Prehnite with the Majestic Earth Tarot. And we've got the Amazonite with the Influence of the Angels Tarot. Now, which of these beautiful things are attracting you at the moment? Think about it, take a deep breath, let yourself settle. This is not the time to run away with your thoughts. Release them. And think. Actually, no, don't think. Let yourself be in the moment. What is reverberating in your heart? What is echoing in your heart? That is the right choice for you today. I have a feeling this month is a lot about not only being more aware of yourself and what you can do, but also how to understand the speeds and the flows. And I'll see you there as you've made your choice. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I appreciate it and I love it. You made your choice? Why are you still here? I'll see you there. I spy with my little eyes something beginning with I love Lapis Lazuli. It's a beautiful gem. Oh, I would even call it a gem. It's a beautiful crystal, and the historian in me, just marvels at the Lapis Lazuli's amazing properties. Look at that calm blue color, but it's still strong. It's calm, but it's strong. And the Lapis Lazuli is great for working with your third eye and your throat chakra. It is a stone of truth. If there's something that you need to discover within yourself, whether you want to enhance your meditation or find more information and knowledge from within, this is your crystal. Of course, it is famously known for being used by the ancient Egyptians in a lot of their artworks, jewelry, and even everyday items. Lapis Lazuli is also connected to past life work. Love it. So today we are looking with the Folklore Tarot. So we've got a beautiful lapis friend here. Let's have a look and see what is up for you this month, Lapis Lazulis. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with that. After like nearly a year of doing these readings, I'm just going to call people by the crystal names. It sits. I don't really know any other alternatives. So let's have a look and see what's there. We got the Nine of Cups in reverse. Someone is feeling a little bit, look, you're a bit restless. You feel like you want to see more of life. And I pick that up. Let's have a look. Let's have a closer look. So Taurus is a slow time, Lapis Lazuli. I'm going to reiterate that. It is a slow time, okay? It may be a time where you're working hard, you're persevering, you're sticking with what you're doing. But remember, when we did the reading last month, we started in Aries season because it was the first half of April. And you may still be feeling the effects of that rush, right? That rush. So you feel like you're just up to the next thing. But looking at this, the Ace of Coins there is a reassurance for you. You are still in an earth space where you are working alongside yourself and still working on some goals. But here's what some really means, okay? Taurus is I won't say materialistic, but it's a sensual sign. It loves the little pleasures in life. And you need that. You need that right now. So what is in front of you that you are not savoring? Let's say you're going to work or you're heading to work and you're just picking up a coffee on your way to work. Are you savoring that coffee? Can you take a minute to just stand there, look around, take in a deep breath of fresh air and enjoy what your coffee actually tastes like? Or are you thinking about what you're going to do at work 2 hours from now or what time that meeting is or whatever it is? You're not savoring. And really, this is a reminder that you can still work hard, but you can slow down, not stop. You can slow down and smell the flowers. And if you're really worried about falling behind in your goals, or you're not sure where you're going to be at or what you're going to achieve, here's a bit of reassurance for you. The Ace of Coins is there to let you know, okay, you know what? You're feeling that restless. You want to move forward in something. You want to be able to do that. Okay, why don't you take one step towards one of your goals? Okay, so if your goal perhaps is to save up, let's say for a new car, okay, you know what? Put aside something this week. Put aside some money this week. It doesn't have to be an exorbitant amount, but put aside something. And then leave that alone. Just do one step. So you've done something at the very least. Because that Knight of Wands energy, oh, honey, it is struggling to calm down. So this is really a reminder, especially with the Lapis Lazuli. The Lapis Lazuli is a stone of meditation. This is not a stone of action. This is a stone of digging into spiritual things. So it really is, maybe you need to not just only be pausing, and if you have to act, do one thing, take the first step, but calm yourself down and look within. Perhaps you have some meditation to do. Okay, you have some digging to do spiritually on the outside world. So think about it that way, because in a way, it's time to go in and putting the minimal on the out, or just keeping up. This is not spread your wings, try all these new different things, start this new goal. That was last month. We had a bit of that last month. But this is enjoying the sensualities, even the small things. I'm not saying go and buy something expensive or go full on, but are you savoring the little things that you do every day? Like even when you sit on your bed, how does that feel? How does it feel to just have the blanket over you, or to sit on it and sink into your bed? That's wonderful, and that's free. But it's a sensual appreciation. Love that phrase. Really came to us today. That is wonderful. So let's have a look at our oracle message that goes along with our beautiful Lapis Lazuli message. So let me pick that up for you. We've got the Kuan Yin oracle. It is a beautiful two-sided oracle. You may have seen it before. So it is a two-sided oracle, so I'm going to be a little bit silly looking right now, but you can't see me, so that's okay. I'm going to pick three cards while I'm not looking at the screen. Voila. Voila. So it's going to look messy when I put it down. I'm telling you now. Oh, okay, we've got three already. Beautiful. So what do we have here? What do we have here? So the walls are coming tumbling down. So sometimes we do have to put up walls when we are vulnerable, when we are going through so much hardship. But really, perhaps slowing down will allow you to let the universe support you. Because one of the things, our society loves promoting independence and doing it all yourself, self-reliance, which is wonderful. But to some extent, when you combine that with stress and you are pushing yourself to just handle it alone even more, you actually build walls. And these walls, they lead to people feeling isolated. So they lead to people not feeling like they're being supported. And because, you become so used to it, it's so easy to get used to doing things by yourself. So you just expect everything to come out of yourself. You don't expect it to come from the universe. So maybe this slowing down and looking within is also a way that you're opening the gate to say, hey, universe, actually, I would like to tag team sometimes. So when I'm not at my best, or I can't have the same output I usually have. Gosh, I sound like I'm describing machines. Output. Can you take over? Right? Can you come in and take over for a little bit? So have a think about that. And even that, look at that. See, you're being guided. Yeah. So if you're doing a bit of meditation this week and you're going to slow down and have that sensual appreciation, you will actually get some guiding messages. So that is beautiful. The universe will come up. See, you're letting the walls down to let them in, and they will come in. The universe will come in and give you that message. It is wanting to support you and say, oh, see, good fortune granted. So there will be a bit of a rebirth and a lot of wonderful new blessings coming in. So I feel intuitively this is more of a card that's a little bit further on, maybe towards the tail end of the month. because right now you're slowing down, you're taking it easy, you're really appreciating. But this is a reassurance that, you know what, even if you slow down and, you know, you're doing all these inner workings, and you will get a message, you will connect with an inner guidance. So you really will feel like you're not alone. But when you do this, or in the process that you're doing this, do not worry. Everything else in the world is settling. Everything else in the world is where it should be. You're not missing out on anything. You're not neglecting anything that it would, you know, go to ruin. No, everything is actually already up to the universe, working it out, making its way to you. So it is okay. You have the permission, and I just say that, you have the permission to slow down, look within, and receive that message. No more of this running around like cray-cray. All right? For this month, let yourself be connected. Am I connected? Am I connected with my inner knowing, my guides, my spirituality? Am I connected to how wonderful this little coffee is as I sip it? Ask yourself those questions this month, because again, it's hard when you're too independent, you become isolated. And the universe is there for you. People may not always be consistent, you know, friends and whatnot, but universe is. So do not forget that is infinite for you. I hope this has given you a little bit of an idea how to go through May. You are supported, you can slow down, and you can enjoy while everything else sets right into place. You are appreciated and you are valued. What a beautiful message. And just like that, thank you, Lapis Lazuli. You take care of yourself now, and I will see you next month. You've picked the Carribean-Calcite. What a lovely choice. If you need some relaxation and serenity and a little bit of ease, this is it. You've picked it. This is a Caribbean in the stone. It really is. And it works with your crown and your throat chakra, and it helps you to be able to communicate what you feel in your heart, and to also release emotional bonds that don't serve you anymore. It's a beautiful stone, but it strengthens you, it encourages you, but in a gentle way. You know, it relaxes you into it. It's wonderful. And really, I haven't worked with this stone as much recently, but I do remember when I first saw it, I was like, whoa, ooh, you feel different. So I had a bit of a love at first sight kind of interaction with this crystal. And it really made such an impression on me the first time that I ever had it. And so today we've got the Accurate AF Tarot, Carribean-Calcites. Let's have a look. We've got the Two of Swords. We've got the Dawn of Cups. This is the so the Dawn of Cups in this scenario, it actually is a personification of the cups at its core. So I know that there's the Emperor, there's King and Queen. So the Dawn is a page in this deck. So looking at it, oh honey, you have been anxious. You look at that Nine of Swords. That's your thoughts, that's your anxieties, your worries, all coming together, and they've been tormenting you. No wonder you need the relaxation stone. My goodness, you need a holiday in a crystal. Well, yeah, you're kind of meant to choose this. So again, things seem really blocked right now. It really seems like things are just not moving forward for you. But again, that's your how do I put this? It is for a very specific reason that it's being blocked, okay? That specific reason is the fact that you are running low on energy. You're trying to push a car to run when it's barely got fuel in it. You are running out of fuel. This is what the Page of Cups is telling you. And you know, and you need to refill. See, actually, if you look at the cup, there's actually nothing in the cup. And of course, you're in the water, so you are able to refill it. So it's saying to you, you're able to refill yourself. It's wonderful. So if something is being blocked right now, or you're finding it difficult to take more than a step forward, or, you know, that's it, you feel like you're being blocked, recharge. Really, you need to recharge and even put yourself in a different space. Look at that. You know, this person's standing in the middle of water in the ocean, when normally they'd be used to this kind of background. So remove yourself, even physically. We're in Taurus season. Remove yourself physically from a certain situation that you're working on, and take a bit of time away, whether it's a couple of days away, if you've got the time. If not, it could be a quick a half day where you're doing what you want, walking around, let yourself be led, or maybe even just a 10-minute break from your work. Just remove yourself from the situation and let yourself be refilled by energy by being in a new place. Okay? And you know why? Because you've been sort of pushing and pushing. You've been pressuring yourself to stay in the same way, to just, if it's not working, let's try again. Well, it's not. And it's still blocked. So again, this mental anguish is building up because of the frustration. Okay? So again, it's your worries about doing well, and then it's not turning out that you think. Maybe it's you, maybe you are the problem, maybe it's something else. So again, the frustration builds, the worry, the anxiety piles up. All right. So thinking about it that way, really, you are feeding your own energy drainage by something not working, and you keep pushing, right? Even when it's not really looking like it's moving forward on its own. So the universe is saying to you, actually leave it be and refill yourself, because maybe you actually need more energy or a different type of energy and inspiration to unlock this. All right. So you haven't really, by building your own frustration, you are then creating a bigger drain on your energy. So you're kind of self-sabotaging here. So this is your message to stop, pull back, and recharge in a different way, in a different atmosphere with a different energy. It's a really heartfelt message that I see here. No wonder, look at that color. You really are meant to relax. Maybe you've been doing a lot, so maybe you should actually relax and get used to the energy of relaxation before you might, and that's what might unlock you. It could be the breakthrough you're waiting for. Wow. All right. Our companion deck is the Viking Oracle deck, and it's so funky. Such a different feel to this deck, right? I think some of you, if you've watched this for a while, you're noticing that when I pick decks, to work with, I really like picking a different deck to read with. So for example, the Oracle deck is such a different feel to the Accurate AF. I don't know, I feel like maybe it's a challenge, or I'd like to see how two very different tones and voices come together. I love it. I don't know, it's one of those things. So I love seeing how two very different decks come together. And it's kind of funny because you see like such a huge tonal shift. So let's see what they say. Oh, we've got the Vegvisir. The Vegvisir, and Nothies, or Noddies, depending on the spelling that you prefer. And the Well of Weird. The earth signs in me are like, Well of Weird. I'll explain that in a bit. So let me move this a little bit higher. Okay, so Vegvisir, even just reading that so intuitively, it is you being in a moment and seeing through the moment. Because when you are acting and you're pushing and you're doing something again and again, you're actually kind of blinding yourself, because you're having this one-track mind where you're just looking at the task, what needs to be done and what needs to be pushed forward. You're not looking at every other direction. So by pulling back from what you're doing, or leaving it alone for a while, have faith that it'll be okay. Just leave it alone. It's like parenthood, even with small children. Right? You can't be there every second of the day to give them exactly what they need by handing it to them or helping them walk if they're learning how to walk. I mean, of course you want to do that, but you can't be there to assist with every single move they make. The same with your goals, your material goals in life. So stop, look around. Okay? Stop and look around. Think to yourself, ask yourself, because I've been so persevering, which is technically a good trait, but not in all contexts, in pushing how I'd want it to happen, have I blinded myself by accident to the different perspectives? And the Noddies here's a little mini rune lesson for you. So the Noddies looks a bit kind of, okay, what's that? Looks like a little X. The Noddies is actually two sticks rubbing together, right, to make a fire. So this represents a very basic human needs. I'm getting a really extra message here for you, Carribean-Calcites. You've been neglecting some of your personal needs. So there's another reason why that cup is empty. You have been neglecting personal needs. Have you eaten well this week? How is your sleep? Right? Have you done your laundry this week, huh? Is this really a reading? Or am I just being naggy? But yes, look at your basic human needs. It's so hard for you to keep yourself up mentally and to understand that you have to pull back and let things do its course when you're not even meeting the basics. So what are your basic needs? Have you forgotten them? Yes, this is not Jesus' message. And the fact that it's upside down is really emphasized. You have been neglecting your needs, basic human needs. And this is where the party starts. Well, weird. Okay, so the word weird, and I think I've had this in a different reading before. I'm not sure if I've had it with runes. Word is a precursor word, not fully confirmed, but many experts believe that word is the precursor word for the English word weird. But it doesn't mean directly that, like how most word etymologies work. Word is just, I guess it's like a precursor inspiration to the word that we have now, but it doesn't have the exact same meaning. The word here is more like the unknown, or the still to be discovered. So the well of word here, this is actually meant to be kind of nothingness or a mystery. So, got some good news for you. The universe is preparing something really great that will help you, but it's going to be cheeky this month. It's actually not going to give you an idea what it is. You actually have to be really patient. So it really does go well with the timing of you pulling back and I wouldn't say even not just without going back, but letting yourself be out of that situation so that the universe can come in and do something wondrous for you. But here's the catch. You really can't be that involved. This has to do its own thing. You cannot get in the way or figure out what it is early. Don't push it. So yes, just letting you know, it's a thing. So that is your message for this month. All right. Again, if something is just not giving way, all right, take a few steps back, put yourself somewhere new, right? Look at the different perspectives, address your basic needs, and know that the universe is preparing something for you, but you must demonstrate patience, right? And yeah, definitely patience. You can't know what it is, let it do its thing to help you. And that is it for this month. You take care, and I'll see you in the next. The golden rutilated quartz, a beautiful quartz piece with the amazing little root tiles. And you know what these root tiles are for? For speeding up and amplifying your intentions, what you want to manifest, and your wishes. This little thing, as small as it looks, is a superpower. Yes. So actually, the golden rutilated quartz works with all chakras. So it literally just amplifies what you're wanting to do with each chakra and all your individual intentions. So it is a master amplifier, and it also, because it is an amplifier, think about it, it amplifies what you see too. So for example, if you're trying to judge perhaps if someone's intentions is good or not, or you're trying to see the truth of the situation, it will kind of emphasize it so that you can see it more obviously. How funky is that? I love that. Such a unique stone with such a unique ability. So yes, if you're feeling that you need this, you are with the golden rutilated quartz. Hello, you little powerful thing. And today we've got the Everyday Tarot, right? Such a wonderful beginner's deck. May I just say, if you're wanting to learn the tarot and you want to be kind of close to the Rider-Waite, this is it. This tarot deck, it's beautiful. It has a wonderful, it's got a wonderful color theme, and hello, it's ergonomic. For my teeny weeny hands, it's perfect. So yes, it still stays quite true to it if you're one of those people who actually don't connect with the Rider-Waite very well, which I was actually when I learned tarot years ago. We've got the Page of Swords in reverse. Let's have a look. Got the Seven of Wands. Someone's a little bit frustrated, and we've got the Page of Cups again. We had this in the last deck, but it looks a bit different to this one. So really, you're meant to pick this particular iteration of the Page of Cups. So we've got the Page of Swords and the Cups. Oh, honey, your mind is everywhere. And not only is your mind everywhere, you're getting pressure from all sides. I mean, look. May I just say, let me commend you that you're doing a good job holding the fort. Okay, to be fair, you're holding the fort very well. Now, I'm just going to put this out there that I also feel while you are holding down the fort against all these pressures and things coming out at you, a lot of people needing you, yes. Remember that also, I think you can handle it. You're actually just fine. But think about what you're bringing home, because I'm noticing, especially around you right now, there's energies around you that are not yours. And I feel like the people who have really picked this are the very empathic people, because while physically you're doing all right, and look, emotionally, for the moment right now, you've got the capacity to deal with this. You're just holding on. But do we want to be simply just holding on, right? Do we want to be doing that? Or can we make things more comfortable for ourselves? So this Page of Swords in reverse was the key thing that I saw. It was the first thing that I saw, and really is the key to this particular reading. Letting you know that a lot of your mental, so this is mental, your mental stresses, and of course the mental translates into the verbal. So it comes from your head, goes into your mouth, goes out through your mouth. So be aware of where your mental energy this week. That's why it's wanting you to amplify, right? With chakra, do you need to power yourself up? Do you need to heal? And most importantly, do you need to clear? There's a lot of bleeding mental energy into you right now. So I think perhaps in all your responsibility and your caring nature, you've been running here and there, helping this person, that person, taking care of this, that, here, there. Have you been protecting your energy before you interact with these several responsibilities? Because I'm noticing that you're picking up distresses from certain people, you're picking up their worries and anxiety. And so while you're holding all right in the different energy aspects of your life, your mental spot, so we're talking crown, we're talking throat, right? And we're even talking a little bit in heart, but mostly crown, you're carrying them. So again, you're carrying other people's mental energy. Maybe you did some good job protecting your heart space, because it seems to be okay with the Page of Cups here. But I want to reiterate, please be aware where you are mentally. And if you are thinking your own thoughts, or are you merging subconsciously with the people that you're interacting with, the responsibilities that you have, are you taking on board their thoughts when you don't need to, and it's just an unnecessary drag? Because we want this, but we want you to feel more powerful. We don't always want you to be just barely there. We want you to feel more empowered, and that's why you got a really powered up stone. Right? So keep that in mind. And of course, you'll notice this as well if you've been mentally very influenced. So say you've been mentally taking on other people's things. When you notice that the wording that you use when you talk has started to mirror the way that the people around you talk. That means you're losing your personal voice. You're losing your tone. So you want to clear your mental space, your crown space, and a bit of your throat space too. If you're noticing that you're using you're not communicating like yourself, you're reiterating, you're communicating other people's intentions. So please do clear that, and it'll be a better month for you. Your partner cards are the Gods and Titans Oracle deck. Such a gorgeous deck. My goodness, I love this. It's a deck with guys. So I'm a simple creature, very simple creature. All right, let's have a look, see who's here. We've got the Approach, the Fear. So you know what, I need to stop making comments too early. I actually really have to wait for people to finish what they gotta finish. Oh, Thoth, I always love getting him. He's so cool. Honestly, he's so cool to have. And I got Achilles, the Confidence. Oh, wonderful. So we've got the fear, the wisdom, and the confidence. And here's the thing, okay? The universe has faith in you that you can handle all of this, okay? It's not like you're handling something out of your depth, but it is depth. But here's the thing. You're not being as efficient about it, okay? In terms of how you're dealing with your mental energy, you're not being very efficient about it. And I think you're starting to take on other people's fears. So watch your dreams, dear. Watch your dreams. Is your mental space being taken over so much, being so merged with someone else? You're dreaming someone else's worries in your dreams. You're dreaming someone else's thoughts and their worries, even in your sleeping hours. My goodness, that's intense. But here's the beautiful thing. Do you see that parallel? Do you see that parallel? Oh gosh, these things are amazing. So amazing. Oh, take a moment to appreciate it. Synchronicity. Okay, so yeah, you know what, and again, I'm not saying drop your responsibilities, drop it. No, this is actually, there are times, as you've known, I've had readings where I'm telling people you're handling too much, or you have to let go of some of it. This is not it. Actually, don't let go of any of it, but change your approach. change your energy efficiency. Okay, so no, you're actually meant to learn from this. So all these responsibilities that you're juggling right now, you're actually gaining some wisdom from this. So you're meant to be doing that. Look at that parallelism. Is that a word? So it is teaching a really important lesson. So don't stop it, but we need to recalibrate some of your approaches. And this is the reward at the end of it, that confidence. See, you can actually see this. This is somebody fighting against all these threats here. And this is you afterwards. You're not just holding on. You're jumping and moving ahead. I'm not just holding the fort. I'm going to actually go to the offensive and get right to it. I like that. And Achilles. Oh, it looks good. So yes, this is a really important lesson for you to, during times where you are just inevitably busy, you've got a lot of things to take care of, and that's okay. That happens. Ask yourself this question, okay? Ask yourself this question. Am I being efficient with all my energies and my chakras? So this is a message to you this month about balance. Golden Rutilated Quartz. Okay, right now you've got the Rutilated Quartz holding your hand, powering up when you need to, but it also requires some initiative from you to say, hey, wait, hold on. I'm handling all this, but is this the best way to handle it? Sometimes when you're in the middle of the fray, it's really hard to see yourself and how you're actually doing when you're in the middle. Okay, when you're too busy just doing things. So again, the message is not for you to stop, but for you to tweak your system. Okay, maybe let's say if it was slightly different context, it's taking up too much of your heart space. Maybe it's taking from your root chakra. So you're feeling, you're feeling unbalanced, and you're feeling even a way you're being ungrounded. Okay, then let's make sure that when we're doing meditation, we're working on it, that we're targeting those specific areas, that we're knowing where it hits the worst. Okay, that sounds a bit dark, but yeah, where it is the most demanding in all of your chakras and energies. And then let's work with that in a healthy way. So yes, this month you've got some learning to do. You've got some efficiency to practice, but nonetheless, you will succeed. Wonderful. This is a wonderful month for you. You take care now, Golden Rutilated Quartz. And I will see you come June. Oh, Prehnite. You're such a sweetie, honestly. This is a stone for your heart space and your solar plexus space. It's a beautiful supportive stone that helps ease your worries, any negativity and anxiety. It is so soft. It's like a stone that holds your hand and tells you everything's gonna be okay and we're gonna figure it out. Because you can also use it in meditation to help you connect with the spirit that helps you to figure out how to move forward, to get you unstuck. So, it is meditative as well, but it is, I don't know, maybe people can relate to this or not, but it's like a sappy stone. I look at certain crystals, I'm like, oh, you're sappy, oh, you're so soft. Or I'll sometimes say, oh, you're feisty. But this, you are softy. So Prehnite is like a warm hug. That's what I really think. So if you need that today, well, hello, welcome to the club. Let's grab and see what's going on with the what am I working with today? Majestic Earth Tarot. What is going on here? My goodness. So again, I've had people call it the crystal Prehnite as well, so that's definitely a thing. Let's have a look. Ta-da! The Four of Wands in reversed. We've got the Tower in reversed and the Eight of Wands. Ooh, okay. So we are doing some rebuilding right here. We're doing some rebuilding. We're doing all right. So let's have a look here. So again, I don't blame you at all for feeling really unbalanced this month, or you feel really unsupported. No wonder you picked up the Prehnite. You need this crystal hug. Okay? Say that to yourself again. I deserve a crystal hug. So I understand that it's been a very unbalanced month. You're relying on certain things, so that things just don't come on time, or things are just feeling uneasy, unsure, and you really feel like you don't have your footing, and that is okay. Okay, that is all right. And with that in mind, know that it's because, you know, when you're going through like a demolishing, right? You're demolishing a property. You have to actually get rid of the foundations after a while, right? So you were actually not meant to build this stability because you're in the slow process of dismantling it to build something new. This is why the Tower is here. So yes, the universe has been guiding you along the way to actually dismantle it. So if you're wondering why things are coming together, because they're actually meant to stay apart, fall apart, and you'll have to rebuild something new with those parts. So that is the message behind that. So please, you didn't do anything wrong, you didn't ruin anything, or you know, you're not trying, you're not, how do I say this? It's not that you're not trying hard enough. That's what I'm trying to say. You're doing just fine, but the universe is guiding you to a better structure for you. So I'm noticing these are certain structures in your life, the way that you live every day, even the way that your mindset structure too, how you're approaching things that you're learning both in spirit and in person, you know, what you're learning in spirituality, even daily, you know, skills, maybe for work, but your mindset and your structures are being challenged because it's meant to actually change. So you're in the middle of this rebuilding. Yeah, you're just about to finishing and demolishing, because what you're trying to do, I'm noticing, so when things are getting demolished, you're trying to put it back together, and it's like, okay, do you want to go against that bulldozer over there? Let's see how you go. Let it demolish. Let it fall apart. It was old anyway. It was old. And don't worry, we'll build there in the same place. Don't worry, it's still for you. You're not going to get hurt. Okay? It's much better. It's just really uncomfortable. That's why I always say, especially people who see the Tower here, and I'm like, oh honey, it is super uncomfortable. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. It's going to feel so yucky because you're like, oh God, especially, okay, maybe I'm internalizing this a bit much, like, or I'm being biased because, yeah, I'm probably being biased because I'm very earth sign. So again, probably for earth's water signs, this is a bit easier to transition like this, you know, to flow with this. But I notice that earth signs struggle a lot when a Tower comes up, because it really is like they don't like change as much as the other signs. They adapt to it the least, or they dislike it the most. And you got the Eight of Wands here, but look at that Eight of Wands. It's clearing. Like, yeah, you know, oh, things are falling apart. Yes, turmoil and moving around, but like, ooh, clearing and sunshine. So things will actually move very quicker from here. I know you can't see that. That's okay. Why would you see that? It's not like you know, even when you're psychic, you don't see everything in every direction. So again, once you're rebuilding, things will fall into place quickly. So do not worry. Everything is actually working out, and even quicker than you think. So maybe it's just right now your pace is but then boom, settles. So do not worry. It will come into place very quickly. That's really good. I like that. I love seeing the Eight of Wands. My Aries moon, as impatient as it is like, yes, that's it. Yes. yes. So it is wonderful. So today we've got the dreaming cards, the inspirational oracle that it is. So I love this one. See how different it is from this deck? So I don't know if you watched my other readings for the other crystals before. Not that you normally would have, but I did mention briefly about how I really enjoy picking decks that look so different, like the oracle cards look so different from the tarot, and this is yet another example. I just like seeing the contrast, really. You don't have, the cards don't have to look similar to each other to give a good message, right? They give a message regardless, and I love it when it comes from such different tones coming together. Surrender to the changes. Surrender, one word, and yet it connects everything so well. What else is here? No. Sensitivity. Okay, I'm gonna have something to say about this in a second. Okay, let me pick the last card. Appropriateness. Oh, that's cheeky. That you are cheeky. Okay, I'm going to explain it in a second, because you guys are watching like, okay, Colleen's having an internal dialogue with the cards again. What is she saying? I don't get it. Don't worry, I'll help you get it. So, again, the surrender is very self-explanatory, this one. Yeah, you're meant to surrender to the situation. Stop trying to paste the bricks together when there's a bulldozer literally tearing apart the other side of that wall. Let it do its job. Okay, and the sensitivity is, and especially because that actually aligns in the middle with this month, even though this is an earth month with the Taurus coming in as well for the next couple of weeks, be kind to yourself. Okay, you are just in a sensitive part. Maybe you've had a lot of drainage in the last month. You've just been exposed to a lot of different people. Or sometimes, hey, just how the energy flows. There's months where you're more sensitive than not. Of course, this is more natural for some signs compared to others, but really, no, you're just a little bit sensitive this month. So be kind to yourself, treat yourself with gentleness, okay? Not judgment, gentleness. So keep that in mind, right? And the earth signs in the back say, what do you mean sensitivity? I don't know what that is. No, but everybody has it, even me, even Capricorn, Aries, Virgo signs. You know, I call myself a brick wall on fire. So no, still have your sensitive moments. And here's the funky thing with the appropriateness here. This is so cheeky. So this word, the appropriateness, is telling you that things are in this pace because they're meant to be. So if your new changes that come right after this sort of rebuilding period come too slow, it's not going to work. But it's working fast because it's meant to be there fast. So everything is actually at its right pace. Yes, this is annoying and uncomfortable as hell, but it actually is really the divine working through it. Okay, it's the universe working through it. It is meant to be. This is meant to be slow, but icky and then really, really fast. This is actually meant to be. That's the appropriateness. And there's a bit of an external lesson for you here to actually learn and understand how does the universe pace things. Okay, right? So think about how, how does the universe tell you, and how does the universe express to you the pacing that you're at? So every now and then, this is more of a major life kind of lesson. Are you understanding the pace that life is? Can you stop at any point in your time, no matter what month it is, not just this month? Do I understand what the universe is pacing right now? Is it a pace where I'm meant to be more involved, less involved? Is it slow? Is it fast? Really develop the skill. So for this month in May, let you surrender to these restructuring. It is for the better. And don't worry, this resolution will be very, very quick. Okay? Be kind and understand you're a bit sensitive right now. And understand and learn how to tell where the pacing is right for you. Okay, and what pacing is the universe setting at the moment, and the amount of involvement that you need to have. That is it for me. You take good care, Prehnites. Get that crystal hug, and I'll see you next month. The Amazonite. My goodness, you've picked something that's a bit of a classic. It's wonderful. It's amazing. It's just, how can you not? Amazonite is a stone for the heart. It is wonderful. It's a sweet stone, okay? Let me just put it out. It's so sweet, right? It's about your heart and throat chakra being regenerated, healing, and also bringing abundance to you. It's a truth teller. It helps you come to peace with yourself. It stimulates your heart chakra to help you feel like not only supported, but I can manifest my dreams. It encourages you. It inspires you to do your best. Wow. So it is a bit of a, it's a buddy at your side saying, you can do it, you can do it. It's supportive and soft, but at the same time, kind of really motivational, and tells you, what, I believe that you can do this. So this stone is good at giving you pep talks. Let's just start there. Wow. The Amazonite. Wonderful, wonderful. Oh, I love it. I use it in crystal grids all the time. So let's have a look. See what the influence of the Angels Tarot has got for us. Let's have a look. Voila, the 9 of Wands. Oh, somebody's anxious. Hermit in reversed. And the Queen of Cups. All right, so let's have a look here. Wow. Okay, you've done enough in the last month. Maybe you really went nuts during Aries season, huh? You need some alone time. Yeah. That's the tip of the iceberg for this reading. You need some alone time because, honey, you're running out of patience. Normally, you do have a lot of patience, okay? I'll give you that. I really do give you that. And you've been dishing out the patience double, triple. Okay, so you've been doing a great job. But now, your energy's running low. Your energy's running low. You're starting to lose patience. You're snapping. And the solution is, go and retreat. And I don't mean necessarily, go to the middle of the mountains and in the woods. That's not what I mean. What I mean here is practicing that awareness, right? Practicing that full awareness and understanding that you deserve to have a space where you're not interacting with other people's energy. I know everything in the world is energy, but I'm talking people's energy, their individual worries, anxieties, fears, right? Even their dreams, their wishes, and their their hopes. They all come together and it's kind of bearing on you. It seems really heavy right now. So here's one thing I'm going to bring up for you. Take some time, and listen to my wording very carefully. Take some time for you to be by yourself energetically. Okay, so again, if you want to pack up and go up to the country, be my guest. But it doesn't matter if you're in the middle of the country, or I don't know how cell phone ranges go. In the middle of the country, you're surrounded by trees, but your friend's calling you, asking for advice for this, or texting for that, or getting work emails for this. You're not really alone energetically. It's only in that pure physical level, right? So even if this means being at home for half a day and just turning off all devices and letting yourself sit with yourself, that's fine. That's exactly what that means. But you need to be away from people's energy for a short while. Be with the energy of nature. Be with the energy of everything else, inanimate things. That's fine. But you need a break from people's energy really, really soon. Because I feel like, especially that's one of the things that you have to understand also about the themes of Taurus. Taurus is really hardworking. Taurus can take a lot, especially if you notice Taurus risings at work, man. Everyone thinks that they can just break the backs of Taurus rising people. I swear to God. Anyways, but that means you can take a lot, especially in Taurus season. You feel like just going the extra mile, taking it, bearing it for a little while longer. That's the attitude of the season, yes. But you've been kind of doing that for a bit too long now. And this is the thing with Taurus. When they are ready to snap, they snap. So be aware that you're really close to snapping. So take care of yourself and be aware of when that energy is really starting to snap for you. So be kind to yourself. Allow yourself to be in that space, right? Care for yourself, but also know that your patience is running out. And even though you've been dealing with it fine the whole time here, all the way leading up, be aware also that, okay, how long can I keep this up though? Right? How long can I keep this up? So keep that in mind when you're thinking about dealing with other people's energy. Right? Because, you may be fine one day, you're just bearing it, and then you snap. You snap at somebody. Let's not wait for it to get to that point, because you're getting close, but let's not wait for it to actually hit that point. So our guidance today comes from the Greek mythology oracle. Such a wonderful deck. I have two versions of this deck. You may have seen both at some point. One of them, I've actually cut off the sides because I wasn't too fond of the border, and you'll see what I mean in a bit. Still beautiful cards. But the other one, me being Capricorn and wanting to make sure I've got everything that I materially need, I got a deck that has the borders. So I have both. Here we are. We've got the Hephaestus workmanship. Oh, look at you. This is Taurus. Yes. This is Taurus too. The Athena, the protectress. Such a tough spirit. And Iris. Oh, look at the messages. Yep, coming in. So that is a wonderful set of messages you've got right there. So again, you really have fallen into that habit where you just push on and you keep going. And you know what? Perhaps one of the things that will help you relax and take it easy in the next few, not months, but in the next few weeks, what's going to help you feel like you can relax and shut off everything else for a little while is giving yourself credit for how well you've done. Really, look back on it. How many people have you helped in the last 3 weeks? Tell me this. Tell yourself this. Tell yourself this in the mirror. You've done a great job so far. Okay, so there's no need for shame here. Oh, I'm so done with people and I feel bad that I feel this way. No, anyone who's this drained will feel this way. So again, this is not you being picky or not being able to handle as much. You're persevering enough and you are doing just fine. And look at the Athena, the protectress. I love the little hat that Athena has, that because she came out of someone's head. So it's really interesting that her helmet kind of talks about that, see? Coming out of someone's head, because that's exactly what she did with her father Zeus. So Yes, and this Athena, this protectress, is not protecting other people, okay? This is you taking the time, taking the initiative to protect yourself, from toxic expectations that push too much, okay? And here's the thing. This is an extra message to step forward, by the way. I like this one. So Iris is the goddess of, intuition. She brings and delivers messages. She's intuitive. She's very, very feminine. So here's the thing. See, look at that, how that parallels once again. Take the time to just stop, cut yourself off energetically. Not cut, yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's what I mean. Cut off the other energies for the moment, because you actually just need to know your energy to take care of yours, okay? Yeah, everyone else can wait. They can wait in a waiting room outside. But anyways, you will get the message when you need to re-engage. So if you're wondering, okay, but how long am I going to have to do this? How long am I going to just keep people at a distance or, completely cut it off? You will know. You'll get a message when it says, yep, it's time to, or you may get a certain message for a certain person and you just feel like, yep, I think this is it. This is when I re-enter. So do not worry. You will be told by the universe when you need to re-engage. So that is not a concern. You'll be all right. So let's do a bit of a recap for this month in May, Amazonites. Remember, this is a stone that encourages you. And I think this time, it's not encouraging you to take a step forward to something new, take a step forward to help someone else. This is encouraging you to take a step forward to support yourself, to have your own back and doing what's best for you. Sometimes that is the hardest thing. It's so easy when you hear someone else is having an issue and go, yep, I'm going to help you. Well, when do you hear yourself say, oh gosh, I'm going through a hard time, and you replying to yourself, you know what, I've got you. I know what to do. Let's do it. So that takes really different courage. So take care of yourself for this month. Isolate yourself energy-wise from other people's energy. Nature is fine. Other people's energy for a short while, so you'll feel okay again. Learn to protect yourself and take the initiative, and you'll know when to go back into it. You take care now. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me with those beautiful readings. We've had so many great revelations today. So, what have we learned? We've learned about understanding when you need to step back and let things develop, because there's a two-sided benefit to that. It's allowing you to take it easy, allowing you to have a break that you deserve. May I just say that again, louder for the back? Have a break that you deserve. It's also understanding when you are at your limits and when you need the universe to come support you, allowing your heart space to be filled up again, knowing that you can handle things and when to have trust in yourself. Understanding what is really important about supporting yourself and taking the initiative with that, while also being kind to yourself. So really, the Taurus is such a hardworking season, but it's also a season where you can show up for yourself so that you can get your goals done, but also feel like you're supported the whole way by yourself and by the universe. I hope this has been a really fulfilling May for you and that you take in the wonderful earthy energy that this month brings as we shift into the next sign ahead. You take care now, and I'll see you around. Blessings and light. Well, not just that, but strength.